things off here?
Look, I mean, this is a game of high-stakes poker. And ultimately, if you see, I think the next move is really going to be Trump's probably going to do a 90-day, we almost stay, as they try to figure out how they could ultimately get this sold or lease structured. We think Musk is going to play a key role in terms of X and ultimately could buy this 40 to 50 billion. I believe it would be the price tag without the algorithm. Oracle could be involved as well. And look, this is a very important matter, and especially in terms of U.S.-China relations. And that's why the last thing that's going to happen here is that TikTok ultimately gets banned. They're going to work something out behind the scenes.
Dan, do you look at the social media stocks, the rival names selling off today, and what do you make of that?
Kelly, I think there was some open that this ban was actually going to happen. It was going to get enforced. Everyone knew the Supreme Court would ultimately, abide by this. And I think they're starting to realize the tea leaves, I can tell you about being the Beltway, they do not want this ban. This is a Pandora's box situation. That's why that's negative for Meta, negative for social media stocks. And ultimately, I think as this all plays out, this could be a positive if Musk ultimately really, wins this deal in some sort of consortium, that I believe other big tech players would be involved with as well.
Although we're starting to see them go back into the green. Meta, Pinterest, Snap is still fractionally lower. So maybe as this settles, Dan, maybe they're thinking, okay, maybe there's a chance. I mean, what's interesting is to watch the Chinese. If it has to be divested, but they don't choose to divest it, then that's it, game over. I mean, they could just shut it down. They could just decide not to go down that path.
Yeah, no doubt, Kelly. But that's why I think behind the scenes, you've seen Trump actively reaching out, what we've seen leaders in Beijing. I think also things behind the scenes, because they don't want to, if this got shut down, I mean, this could have a cascade effect, be negative, of course, for names like Apple, Tesla, and others. But it all comes down to 170 million U.S. consumers are on this. So they don't want this shut down. And that's why I think they're looking for workarounds around it. And I think even in the Beltway, they've recognized it's a third rail issue as they've sort of set this in motion. I think this ultimately ends up in either an ownership or partnership with U.S. tech players, and that's why I think everyone's going to be focused on it. It's a golden asset to be going after TikTok. I think Musk front and center with X.
But Dan, I put myself in the shoes of a Google, of an Apple. These companies have to decide basically Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever the exact moment is, whether to allow people to download the apps from the App Store, right? They have to decide whether they're going to let notifications go through on devices, whether they're going to continue to support them, technically speaking. So if I'm them, I need to know pretty clearly that I'm going to have legal cover for what to do or not do here. This is really tough territory for them to be in.
Oh, it's a huge quagmire. But I do believe this will not be enforced. That's something, I think ultimately through DOJ, and that they're going to have to communicate that these companies will not pay fines. Remember, it's also the hosting providers as well. But that's why I get the popcorn out. I mean, Sunday morning, I do not expect that TikTok ultimately comes off of the App Store. I think that's right now, our view going into this weekend.
All right, Dan, we'll leave it there for now. But I love the updates. Appreciate you sending them out as we get new information. And thanks for joining us today. Dan Ives of Wedbush.